If you're seeing this, then this is your new moon in Gemini messages. Welcome. My name is Lara. Hi. Whether you've been here before or maybe this is your first time coming across this video, welcome. We are going to see what messages want to come through under the energy of this new moon in Gemini. So also I am wearing my glasses because it's been some really intense energy, and I have also, on top of that, been just really sensitive to bright and fluorescent and unnatural light. So today is no exception. And I'm a little bit more sensitive than I normally would be because I'm doing way too much as per usual, but here we are and we're still here and we're making it work. So, whatever. Wearing my sunglasses for some of the stuff that I have to, I'm wearing these on the subway at night now because I'm just I can't with it helps, and they're rose tinted. So, it's not bad. Anyway, whatever, that's what's going on. I'm not just trying to be like, so cool. No, it's for my eyes. But anyway, because there's been a lot going on, and we're going to kind of talk about what that is. Hang on one second. This is going to bother me. I have to turn this around. Sorry, just has to be done. Okay, great. Yay! Okay, so yes, new moon in Gemini. There's a lot of big energies around what's happening right now as well. We'll kind of talk about that. I'm not a big astrologer, but I am pretty astrologically informed in my readings. In fact, tarot itself, with or without me, is also got a lot to do with that. So, so we'll talk about what's going on. If you've been feeling exhausted lately, yes is the answer to that. There's more going on than normal. So a lot of big stuff there's this whole year. I know. Tell me something I don't know. All right. So, but the new moon in Gemini is happening on Monday, the May 26th. So you will probably be finding this around that time. Maybe you're finding it in that week. Maybe you're finding it in the month. Maybe you're finding it in the year, whatever. If you're finding it when it is the new moon energy, amazing. Throughout the week, few days afterwards, we're still really dealing with this energy. This is a general reading, so it may not be super specific to what you have happening, but we're exploring the themes, the patterns, and the overall energy that everyone is in. So if you're finding this video, it actually doesn't matter what time you're finding it. If you're finding it at this particular point when I'm posting it in the space-time continuum, okay, then great. That's where we all are right now. But if you're finding this at any other point in the future or past, I don't know, crazier things have happened, feels like. Anyway, whenever you're finding this, you're dealing with these same kind of energies. So, there may be something here for you. Use your intuition, listen to your situation best. So take what resonates for you, leave whatever doesn't. Ideally, you'll find something a little insightful, or you'll find this to be some kind of help and provide some clarity. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. It's a general reading. But but you know yourself best. You know what's right for you. So take whatever you like, leave whatever you don't. And or sometimes we take stuff we don't like, but we know it's meant for us. You You'll know what's meant for you, okay? Whether or not you want to admit it. So yeah. Sometimes these messages don't actually make sense in the moment too. And then it's a little later that you're like, now I get it. So that's possible as well. Sometimes I'll do the readings and then like the next morning, I'm like, oh, that's what we were talking about. More will always be revealed. But anyway, so yeah. What else? I think that's kind of it as far as like how this works. I've got my decks. I've got the Dragon Path Oracle. So we're going to get a dragon to guide us in. We have the beautiful Lightseers Tarot, our old friend here. And then our Moon Oracle deck to just end us with some, words of encouragement. Sometimes you just need encouragement walking away from the reading. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. What I'm going to focus on is, I like this 3-card spread that I've been doing for the moon readings lately. If you've seen my Tarot Tuesday, it's a lot more abstract, the way that I read the cards, and I don't normally have like positioning when I read. Everybody reads their cards different, but for the moons, I'm really liking that. So let's do 3 cards. We'll do 1 card that represents what we're meant to focus on underneath this energy, clarifying that. And then we'll do 1 card with what we are meant to let go of underneath this new moon energy. So that our 3rd card, something new can come in, especially because it's a new moon. So new moons are beginning of the lunar cycle. So we'll do 1 thing to let go of, 1 thing to bring in, okay, in regards to what it is we're focusing on. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Perfect. So let's go ahead and we'll talk about the energy. New moons in Gemini, new moon in general, we just said, new lunar cycle. So this is sort of a restart, but Gemini itself, that energy, we're in Gemini season. Just got here, honey. Ew. Gemini is the twins. So a lot of times you're going to see like the opposites. Gemini, 2 different sides. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, which is communication. That can also be travel. Gemini energy is witty and fun and a little chaotic. But this, from some of the things that I've just been looking at on my own, just like learning about what's where the energy is. This is a new moon. New moons in general are starting over. This one is a lot about starting with the intention. Okay, so new moon's also a great time for manifestations. What new things do you want to see coming into your life over the next 28, 29 days? Okay, Gemini is an air sign. So it is, it's airy. What can I say? Communication, thoughts, things like that. The energy that we're coming into this moon with is also really big. Saturn moved from Pisces, where it's been for I don't know how long, 3 years, something. I can't remember, but it moved out of Pisces and into Aries. So we have a new sort of energy with Saturn and Aries, because Saturn is really like father time. Saturn is the teacher. Saturn is rules and restrictions and karmas, but like, there's 2 sides to everything. So some of that is like restriction in the sense that like you're operating against where the universe wants, where your soul wants you to be going. And then other times it's building certain structures for certain energies to come through. And Saturn, as this like very mature, Saturn is father time. So we have this old, wise, sage energy coming through with Saturn. But also we have the Aries energy, and Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. This is like childlike energy. It is bold, it's brash, it's fiery. So it's like really standing in that authenticity and that individuality, the I am energy. So what kind of structures and systems do we need to be building for ourselves so that we can let this energy play? It's giving like student and the teacher combination energy. So that's one thing, but also Mercury is sextile Saturn and sextile Pluto, and having big conversations with them, not just like gossip girl, but like major things shifting. So I don't know a whole lot about all that kind of stuff, especially with the conjunctions and the things like that. Sometimes it's difficult enough just to stay on top of the moons. But listen, we're here and the energy is affecting you one way or another. Another thing to note, if you've been particularly tired or have had a lot of headaches, I have had a really weird sleep schedule. There were just like 2 days where I just kept waking up super early. One time I was like after like 3 a.m.-ish in the morning, and then again at like 6, and then again, not being able to sleep, even though I wanted to really be sleeping. My body literally like muscles twitching. There's a lot going on, not just with like astrologically, but the Schumann resonance has been going crazy. The Schumann resonance is the frequency of the earth, and there's been solar flares. There's been a lot of solar flares just in general lately. These solar flares though can really drain you out because you're getting like codes and downloads and stuff like that. There's a lot. The point is there's a lot coming at us. It's meant to be helpful. So if you're really sensitive to that stuff, like I am, hello, that's probably been a thing too. It's just been, oh my God, I'm so tired. But we're getting there. Okay. So take it easy on yourself. Also, I feel like there's just like so much, and like, rest when you need rest and play when you need play is kind of what I'm picking up on, because Gemini is super playful energy. Aries with Saturn. I mean, Aries is playful anyway, even though it's got stuff going. Saturn's like not super playful, but, but yeah, there is a lot of that energy going on. So yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know. That's what I've picked up on so far. But let's go ahead and get into the reading, shall we? I'm going to grab our Dragon Path deck and let's just ask, what dragon energy is here to come through for the collective underneath this new moon in Gemini? Who is guiding us through? Yeah? Is that there? No. Ooh, sneaky little minx, very tricky. I feel like that's like Gemini kind of energy. Mischievous is the word I'm looking for. I think there she is. Okay. A little shy, a little something. Okay. Ooh, I don't know this one. Oh, but she's gorgeous. Okay. Mordwin. I've never seen this one before. So this is exciting. We all get to meet this dragon together. Mordwin, first of all, loving the colors, the aqua, the purples, the blues. This is giving third eye and throat chakra for me with these colors. Also, I'm noticing this is the Kabbalistic tree of life. If you know what that is, if you don't, go look it up. It's interesting. It is a system, it's an energy system, an energy map that is similar to chakras, but different. It's like another energy system, and these are the points and how they connect. Anyway, yeah, you can look that up more, but definitely sacred knowledge is here. Okay, I talked about the solar flares and the codes that are coming in, so it's kind of giving me that as well. Maybe some sacred geometry is coming in too. But yeah, let me read in the book. Mordwin, so nice to meet you. Here we go. Beautiful card. Okay. Mordwin is an awesome character, hugely powerful and all-encompassing. He will open doors, put people or situations in your path, which all lead you to living your divine purpose. Ew. It is his responsibility to guide you to fulfill the contract you made in spirit before, let me guess, you got here? Before coming to Earth. For this incarnation. He says, you are the power. Accept it as your own. Only you are the master of your destiny. Only you are the master of your own destiny. Okay, I feel like that's his voice, probably. His message is clear, so ignore him at your peril. Ooh, geez. You have a job to do. Ooh. So let's get on with it. You have the tools and the knowledge you need. Your self-doubt hinders you. Ow. Okay, ouch. Your time is now. The world needs to see your light. Step into your heart and I will take the journey with you. He continues, your role is to take your light out into the world with me as your guide. Together we are the master creators. As you discover your life purpose, acknowledge your fears and self-doubt, but do not be bound by them, for they cloud your truth. Follow your heart, feeling your way with truth and integrity. Beautiful. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I think it's interesting they didn't mention the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's interesting they didn't mention this. Either way. And I guess you might argue that maybe it's, never mind. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. We've only got so much time for this video. Okay. So let's keep going, Lara. Okay. Okay, so Mordwin, now's the time to get going. Okay, we're ready for this. Okay, so Mordwin, what say you? Shall we dive into our tarot here? Let's get 3 cards. Our first card, could we please have one card that is describing the collective here today? What would you like us to focus on? What are we here to, what is this new moon energy here for us to focus? Okay, thank you. And then what do we need to let go of with this in mind? What do we need to let go of with this in mind? One card, what do we need to let go of with this in mind? It's right there. And then one thing we need to bring in. Okay, let's do it. What do we got? Woo! Oh! Ah. Huh. Hang on, I need to figure something out. 1 second. Okay, let's see if we can make some sense of this. The cards came out backwards, so I had to talk to them for a second. But we got it sorted. Okay, excuse me. But we're going to start where we always start. We're going to start here at the bottom of the deck with our shadow cards. Shadow cards are the cards of our subconscious. So whether or not we're aware of this energy, this is what is coming up from underneath. Okay, this is not only running this particular situation, the situation at hand, but also it is probably running everything else in your life. It's the same themes that are in control here. So I'm picking up on a lot of fear. I have the 6 of Wands in reverse with the 7 of Swords. So I could see this kind of as one of two ways. I could see this as like the signals and the alarms going off that like you are not stepping into your spotlight. We all have our own spotlight. Maybe the signs and signals feel like they're going off like this isn't the spotlight for you. You see how this is like here too. Or maybe you're feeling like the spotlight is being taken from you in some kind of a way with the 7 of Swords energy. Or I could see this as like the fear of, you know, feeling like you're taking away by stepping into this spotlight. This upright is all about success and recognition. So with this in the reverse position, especially with the 7 of Swords, I mean, I just really feel like this is a super powerful energy. I feel like there's a lot of self-doubt here as well. Swords are our minds in how we think. Okay, so that's the energy coming out. The Wheel of Fortune underneath that in the reverse position. I think you're afraid of things turning back, you've had a lot of things not work out, and you have not exactly felt on top of the world, whereas you would in this position, because it felt like things haven't been working out in your favor. And the Death and Rebirth card is here underneath that, which is like, there is some sort of necessary like ending that you need to step through in order to be reborn as something new that is really being resisted. The reason for that is that with the Hermit in reverse, you're not taking any time to sit and really think about things. You're not taking any time to be still. Which I get it. And a lot of that, the reason why, you know, I think is with the 10 of Wands here, is you're overloaded. You know, you're burnt out. You're on the verge of burnt out if you're not already burnt out. Relatable. Okay, you've been carrying a lot with you as you go, but with the 5 of Cups in reverse, like, and it's been a slow and steady process of this grieving, but it's like letting this go, setting down these burdens, so that the energy of the Queen of Pentacles can come through and support you and take care of you in those ways that you need. I think this is a lot of this, I feel like, is about, you know, if it's not maybe there's a new direction career-wise or financially that you're considering taking, because all the way down there we have the Queen of Pentacles. And I just really feel like, also these remind me of casino chips here. You know, rolling the dice, taking a chance. And I think there's something you've been really reluctant to do. There's fear around it. There's grief unprocessed as well. And that has been, you know, there's a lot of self-doubt happening. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up from the shadow, girl. Yes, same. So what are we looking at as far as our cards that are on the table then? We've got very specifically with the situation, knowing what we know now with the shadow cards. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position. So this new moon is a time for you to really reassess the ways in which you are feeling stuck. You have felt like you're not moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles in general is a very slow moving energy. It's slowly planting the seeds over time. It is not at all in a rush. Okay, this is super earthy energy. I think the message that's coming through here is that you need to look at the ways in which you are feeling stuck under this energy. And this particularly, again, I mean, we're talking about pentacles. So where do you feel stuck in your progression to build whatever it is that you're building for yourself? Maybe it's as simple as just like savings. Maybe it's something more like building a new career, or maybe it's switching careers or moving forward in your career, but somewhere you're feeling very stuck. Okay, this energy is where we're going to be looking at that, because Mordwin is like, it's time to get to work. What did he say? He said, what was it? Here it is. He will open doors, put people in a situation, path, which all lead you, da, 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 da. Fulfilling the contract. You are the power accepted as your own. Only you are the master of your destiny. Okay. You have the tools and knowledge you need. Your self-doubt hinders you. Okay. So yeah, literally your self-doubt hinders you. Your time is now. The world needs to see your light. That's very Aries energy as well. The world needs to see your light. So yeah, let's talk about the ways in which we're stuck. Well, okay. Some of it may be things that there's things that are in our control. There's things that aren't in our control. But even if it's not in our control, what we have to do is make steps forward any way that is in our control. Even if you're feeling stuck around it, sometimes the frustration and feeling stuck is a part of it. So what is it that we need to let go? We have the King of Swords in the reverse position. I think you're gaslighting yourself about a lot of stuff. Okay. You know, I think that, yeah, I think it's gaslighting. It is, maybe you're even feeling like, I think this self-doubt is what is sort of emotionally manipulating you with thoughts, whatever thoughts there are around this. And I would say, like, in the reverse position, this is all like, this is probably more internal than anything else. But it's possible there's also like a masculine, an older masculine energy that you look up to that maybe is exhibiting some of these behaviors as well. Maybe it's an actual person. That's really specific for some people. It may not be the same. This could be you, or it could be somebody else, or it could be both. I say that because, again, what is it we're bringing in? We've got the Lovers card. So it could be something to do with a connection, if that feels right for you. The Lovers card does sometimes talk about romantic connections and love connections, but more so it's a card of harmony. It's a card of union. And it is a card of the choices that we make on our way to becoming the whole individual that we inherently are on our own. Okay. We all have divine masculine and feminine qualities. And the work that Mordwin is talking about, okay? Yes, there's the stuff that you want to do in your physical world, for sure. And yes, that is a part of what you're here to do. But moreover, you are here to bring yourself back into harmony, to balance and heal these aspects of yourself and bring them together for you to create a more harmonious world. Within and without, okay? What steps do we take on the path to enlightenment to bring more harmony and union in ourselves? Okay. So this is what we're making space for this to come in. Okay, this is like really important. Okay, this is like a big part of why everyone is here. Okay. And there is this sense of like, you really are already on the path. Okay. There's not much that you have to really do to force things, but you're certainly overthinking and you are, sorry, I have a picking thing. And anyway, I have psoriasis on my head. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. I'm getting distracted. What was I saying? You see? Okay. I was saying something that had to do with the Knight of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Maybe there's someone from your past, their voice is still in your head. That is affecting the way that you move, the choices that you make. Okay. All of this is coming up. I think it's going to show a lot more about what messages we're receiving, what's around us. So yeah, don't get distracted. Maybe there's something distracting here in this energy. I don't know. Because I got distracted picking at my psoriasis. Anyway, okay. Great. This is great. Is this making sense? I think it makes sense to me. Let's keep going. Let's put a bow on this, okay? And send it on our way. All right, we can take this with us, but let's get a moon deck card just to see, okay, so we know what we're here to focus on. We know what we're letting go. We know what we're bringing in. I really feel compelled that this is just like another level to the work, but there's a lot of fear around this. I think there's fear around letting whatever this is for you go. Okay. Change is scary. Okay. But here we go. Let's get a moon oracle card and just see how can we support ourselves with all of this in mind? How can we best support ourselves with all of this in mind as we focus on the ways in which we're stuck, as we let go of the gaslighting thoughts, and there it is, bring ourselves into more whole union. Okay. Because also, you're the master of your own destiny, honey. With focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. Also, Gemini, twins. So cute. I think this is the flower of life. So we had the tree of life here, the flower of life. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, tell me. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're talking about here. More sacred geometry stuff. A lot of like ancient esoteric. Yeah, this is really big. So I think with focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. This is the time, like, look at where you're holding yourself back. Identify what it is that the ways in which you're doubting yourself, holding yourself back, gaslighting yourself, okay? Because you're here with work to do, okay? And the focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. This is a great moon from what I was seeing, where to speak up about it. Put pen to paper. Mercury energy is like, communication, writing, things like that are really good. Speak it out. Third eye, throat chakra. We talked about that. Okay, here we go. Manifest. Manifest under the energy. There you go. Energy has rhythm, frequency, and vibration. When we focus our intention with purposeful calm, our ability to shape energy in the desired direction is magnified. You're becoming more skilled at receiving and manifesting. Yes, as you fine-tune your ability to cast your loving spells into the world, maintain a sense of reverence for the greatest good, and your skills will flourish. Anytime you exert force or doubt into the equation, okay, equal force or doubt will push back, which was all the shadow stuff. So be mindful of your thoughts and words. Be really careful of how you speak under this energy. The essence of what you're shaping is perfectly blooming. Remember to also leave room for an element of surprise to unfold. Yes, always. Graciously give and receive as you become a magnetic energy shaper. Everything begins with an intention. The ritual that goes with this card is a powerful fixed gaze meditation. It will strengthen your eyes and develop concentration. Oh, fixed gaze meditation, aka Tritaka. I don't know. I'm not saying that right, I'm sure. But basically, it's a flame gaze. So you light a candle. You make a room dark with no draft. Light a candle at eye level, 3 or 4 feet away from you. Sit directly facing it. There's a mudra you can do. Slow breaths. Basically, you fix your gaze on the flame. It's actually really good for your eyes, I think. Yeah, strengthening your eyes. So there you have it. There you go. Maybe make some time just to sit quiet with a candle. And yeah, great. Love it. Love to see it. But whether or not you're looking at a candle, how do you want to shape and affect your reality? It's your choices that will do that. Okay. So there you go. That's what I've got for you. Happy new moon, everyone. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I hope you found something in here that was helpful or entertaining, either way. Yes, if you like this video, please share it, subscribe, give me a follow, drop a comment, whatever. There's information in the description box. It's really outdated, actually, so you don't have to look at that. But if you'd like to connect with me elsewhere, I'm other places. And yeah, that's what I've got. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. It's a lot to sit with. And I'm like, oh, when am I going to have time to sit with this? I guess we're going to see. So yeah, but carve out those moments where you can keep breathing, if nothing else. You're already on the path. Either way is what we're picking up on. So, take care under this energy, and as per usual, I will see you on the other side.